Well, we're back from the walk. Back from the walk. Ghost has been a good guy. Can you sit? Ghost, sit. There we go. We got a good sit. Okay. So we're back from our walk. This is our ghost. And look at the nice sit that we're getting right now. And a down. That happens. But anyway, I wanted to explain, why I'm in this getup. First of all, I'm wearing sunglasses because this is something I have to do. And I wear a hat because there are bugs out there and stuff, so they fall in your hair and then ultimately wind up on your body somewhere. And yeah, there's this. Now you notice that I have a holster here, and I've gone out with taking a walk with a gun. And the reason for that is we're really out here in the wild. Okay, just a few days ago, I encountered a couple of bears. Now, it was a mama bear and two baby bears, but it was the same family that evidently was encountered by nephew Ryan. Okay, so he found, and so evidently they march up and down by our house. Okay, well, they don't seem to be a threat because they kind of walked away and stuff. But you never know when you're encountering a bad bear, and so what you have to have is something, for plan C. The first, is of course you make yourself big, and you have a dog, and hopefully nothing happens. But there could be, plan B, the guy takes an interest in you, and so now you're backing off, maybe get away. No, so this is the current wisdom on bears. All right, so what we do is plan C. Of course, plan C is this. And this happens to be a 10 millimeter Glock. And supposedly, if a bear is nearly on top of you and you're still alive, you pull the trigger and maybe life will be saved. And and that's the reason I carry this. And this is a pretty heavy gun, so it's easier to carry it in front of you like that. Okay, that explains my getup, right? Okay, so you notice how quickly this comes apart. So it's really, just kind of a non-issue. You could call me a gun nut, and probably I am, but I do this because people want me around, and maybe it'll help being around. So now the dog is asleep, okay? So I'm going to show you just how big this dog is, if I can. So maybe I'm just going to tell you a story. All right, and maybe we can get him to react a little bit more. So what happened here? How is it that we got this dog? So my son Patrick was up here probably over a month ago, and the security camera showed this white dog coming across and going back. And it turned out that he actually, as he came to the cabin and went back and forth to town, he encountered this dog here and there, and he was hiding into the neighborhood, into the woods. And by hiding, meaning just kind of ran away from people. So Patrick talked to our neighbors, and the neighbors said, "Oh yeah, we've seen this white dog around. He's a large dog. He doesn't eat from us. We put out food, he won't eat, he won't come near us. But he's out there, he comes and checks on us," and so forth. So this is exactly what Patrick actually found out, is every once in a while he'd begin to see the dog. So what did he do? He put out a bone. And the dog came by and took the bone. Anyway, so then he started to put out a little bit more food and so forth. And ultimately, Patrick tells us a story that the dog actually came to the porch of this cabin and ultimately befriended him. Now, I have to tell you that Patrick is very leery of dogs. This is something that he had not anticipated, to have a relationship with dogs, because, you know, there are all kinds of things. I mean, they're loaded with dog germs and dog breath and who knows what dog stuff, you know? But somehow this dog sang to him. And there came a time when the dog actually kind of jumped up on him. And that really meant that he befriended him. So what happened is Patrick then started to buy leashes and food and all this kind of stuff and started to feed him. And then Marge, his mom, came up, my wife, came up, and then they decided, well, maybe we ought to let him come inside. Wasn't that it? Yeah. But in the meantime, and I forgot to mention this, Patrick asked around, you know, whether anybody is missing a dog. You know, nobody was missing a dog. So he went to call the sheriff's office, and the sheriff says, no, nobody reported the dog stolen. Nobody reported the dog missing. So he went to the vet, you know, because maybe there's a chip, you know, that the dog that had no collars on it. And, you know, maybe he's chipped, and we at least say, hey, you know, your dog is here. Okay, none of that happened. So it left Patrick with a conundrum. What does he do? This is a loving dog. The dog loves him. He loves the dog. And, you know, and Patrick is very, very leery of dogs, but they established a relationship. And by the time Mom came up to the cabin, they decided, well, maybe it's time to let him come in. And so they did. And what did he do? Oh, the first thing he did is jump down the bed with Mom, and, you know. And when he did that, I think we began to think, you know, this may be our dog. So anyway, they took him for shots and got everything, got a license, and, you know, did everything that they could do, because we weren't sure whether we can actually handle a big dog like this, because this dog weighs around 80 pounds, and he's a puppy between 11 and 14 months old or so. So he's going to grow and he's going to get bigger, and he's kind of got skinny out there, being in the woods for maybe a month or so. Anyway, we've come to the conclusion that people who had this dog decided to dump him in the wilderness and have him fend on his own. And that's basically the story of the dog. And now he's just part of us. So I'm going to try to show you how big he is, but you know, I don't know why he's laying down. He's probably camera shy, you know, but maybe he knows he doesn't want to be a Hollywood dog, huh? What do you think? All right. Hey, buddy. Ghost. Stand up. Come on. Come on. Show me how big you are. Come on. Up. Up. Come on. Come on. Oh, you want to get up on the bed, maybe? Come on. Alley-oop. Alley-oop. All right. So let's get rid of the leash and see what he does. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. One word from me. Good. Okay, now you can see how big this dog is. You see? This is a, you know, he's like at the shoulders. Patrick measured him, he's 31 inches. And let's see how big he is when he comes up. Come on. Up the daisy. Now look at that. Is that incredible? You're my baby. I have to say that I actually love this dog, but he's got claws and he's digging into my shoulders right now. Isn't he? Yeah, will you shut your door? You shut your door. You shut your door. Okay. So that was good. You want to come out, Leo? Because, you know, he sleeps on my bed. This is where I sleep. Look at this. Look at this. Ah. And he paws. You know, that's the kind of thing that he does. And notice he's got his butt on the satin pillow. You know, of course, that is very meaningful. And he also got a pretty good sized bark. Can you bark? Woo, 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 woo. Oh, he's looking at me kind of funny. Anyway, so I don't know what else I can say about this dog except, you notice, he loves me. And he loves the mom because he sleeps with her every night. There's no room for me on the bed. But this is the story of how we got a dog named Ghost. With that, I think I bid you farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, and so long until my next video.